Well, happy Tuesday evening to you. Chris Hare here, the world champion crypto cowboy, bringing you your nightly Bitcoin update. But I'm taking the strategies that I've learned to become a world champion, the discipline and the strategies that I use right outside my door in this arena, bringing them right here to the crypto desk to make you guys world champion crypto traders. But we're going to get into Bitcoin tonight. Had a pretty good pullback today and over the last day to 36, 48 hours. Where's it going to end? Do we go back to 100,000? Do we hit 150? Well, we're going to break it down in the charts tonight. We're going to start off with an hourly chart, work all the way out to the weekly, give you some long-term predictions as well. I do have some concerns tonight, so stick around to the end of the video and you're going to want to see that. But we'll start off like we do every night with the crypto fear and greed index, currently at a 26. We were at a 31 yesterday, so we've kind of pulled back off of this pullback here. Not surprising. Everybody's scared. As soon as it starts pulling back, people get worried, start capitulating, and then we start the whole cycle over again. But what I'll also use this for is I make small spark purchases when we're in fear, and then I sit on them, wait till we get up to greed, and then I sell them off. And to show you for an example, I pulled up a BitUnex exchange, bought $60 worth of Solana and ETH. We've been going over it every night. Currently, Solana's down about 1.5%. ETH's about dead even. So we'll see what happens with those. But if you need an exchange to trade on, you can find a link to BitUnex in my description. It'll get you a deposit bonus on on your first time deposit and a little better fees on your trading as well. Moving on to a liquidation heat map. This is what the market makers use to track your liquidity. They don't care about moving averages or smart money concepts. All they care about is where your liquidation points are, and that's how they move the charts. You can see we've got more liquidity to the bottom side than we do the top side. Everything above price action is a short trade. Everything below is a long trade. And you can see we've about wiped it all off. There's still some around 105, maybe 106,000, but there's bright pockets of liquidity all the way down here to about 99,000. And then there's a big pocket of liquidity right here at 98,000, probably where they want to come. Cumulatively, we've got $964 million worth of trades to the short side. To the long side, 2.5 billion. So there's a big imbalance. I think they come down. I think they move this, but we're going to get into the charts. We're going to break it all down. I post all these charts in the crypto school. You'll find that link in my description. I also post signals when we have a good opportunity. We've made quite a bit of money over the past week or two. So come check us out. Great lineup of coaches. Everything you need to get started trading crypto. But we're going to move out to a 1 hour chart. I was looking at a 15-minute earlier, just trying to figure out what in the world's going on. And you can see we ran up and reached our extensions. Topped out here at about 107.5, and then we've been working down ever since. That happened on Monday. So we've been tracking down all day Monday, all day today. It was a pretty ugly day. But you can see, here's my concern, guys. We lost that weekly 50 smooth moving average again. That's the red line on my chart. When we lose that, I become concerned that we are bearish, and I think there's another move to the downside in the tank. But we are in it. We are in the hourly golden zone. We could consolidate around in here and move up, or we could consolidate around in here and move down. So we're kind of in the middle. It's kind of hard to say right now. Losing that 50 moving average really makes me, I have some concerns. When we've lost that, we really needed to push on up and get above these hourly 50s and stay up there, and we just couldn't do it. If we can get over these hourly 50s, that takes 50 of these candles, puts a fluid line on the chart, works as support and resistance. The yellow line is a simple moving average. The white line is a smooth moving average. So it takes a composite of the 50 and the exponential and puts a composite line on the chart. I really like it. Charts respect it. But we need to get above those two, get above this 200 moving average. That takes 200 of these lines, puts a fluid line on the chart, works the same way. Get back up to these extensions, get out of this descending channel, and get onto the upside. If we can't, guys, I think we're headed down to the bottom of this channel. Bottom of the channel sits between 99 and 97,000. I think that's where it may be where we bounce, but we'll play this by ear. We'll keep up with it, see what's going on. Moving out to the macro chart, you can see we hard rejected off of that 50 smooth moving average, and you can see we either get above it, lose it, can't get above it, reject it, and it's been the status quo ever since the flash crash we've had on a week ago, or a month ago Friday. So where do we go from here? Well, we're working up. We're trying to get back over this 50 simple moving average on the 4 hour. If we can get above that, then we're headed up to the 50 smooth moving average. And you can tell it's been a hard rejection point ever since. We've gotten above it a couple of times. Actually, we've only gotten above it once, and we rejected right back down off the top of the channel. So if we can get above it, I think we break out of this channel, head on up to test the daily 50 smooth moving average. In here between 109 and 112. If we can keep going, 121 to 127, I think are your upper end targets. If we consolidate around it in here and lose it, I think we're headed down to these extensions just like we talked about, 95 to 91,000. Moving out on the daily, you can get a little bit bigger macro picture of what's going on. We bounced off of this 200 moving average several times, worked our way up, got into this daily retracement zone, but we rejected off the top of it, moved our way down, hit the bottom of it. Now we're working back up. So it's just a lot of chop. We're trying to figure out where to go, what to do. You can see where the 4-hour extension is on the daily. Falls in the bottom of that channel. I really think that may be the move that they're trying to pull off here. It sure looked bullish yesterday, but it doesn't look great today, guys. But if we can get out of the top of this daily retracement zone, get over this daily 50 sitting at about 110, 111,000. Next stops are 115,000 to 120. And then we'll top out somewhere up here, 133, 143, with an opportunity to go on up to 170,000. Top of the channel sits around 150, 160, so I think that's where we go. If we lose this trend line, I do have some concerns. We'll get out on the weekly chart. It's going to explain what's going on. We're probably going to fall down into that weekly golden zone somewhere around 94, to 85,000, but then we've lost this ascending pennant. And I think what happens is, what if you set here, then we're probably looking at a higher low, or a lower high. I'm not confident that we go up and hit these higher targets. So we're at a very, very, very critical point. We really need to bounce here. If we don't, I have some bigger concerns. So that gives you an idea of what's going on Bitcoin tonight. I know it's clear as mud. I don't have a lot of certainty on where we go from here. But you never can tell. This thing can flip, go bullish tomorrow, and we're off to the races, or they could dump on us. We've seen it happen before. And then we head to those lower targets. Tomorrow will be critical. We'll figure out exactly what's going on. I'll get into the news tomorrow, see what's coming up in the news, what we've got set on the agenda for the rest of the week. Maybe that'll give us some insight to what's going on. But it's a critical moment for Bitcoin. Keep up with the charts. I'll post some shorts tomorrow if anything happens. And we'll circle back around tomorrow night, take a look at this again, do it all again. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You'll get updates as soon as we upload a video. And don't forget to leave us a comment. It helps the YouTube algorithm, and I really enjoy hearing from you people. But I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. My name is Chris Hare, the World Champion Crypto Cowboy. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you down the road.